Hello. I have a bad hair day today, but that's okay. We're still going to do an analysis of Chapter 2 of The Way of the Superior Man. Live with an open heart, even if it hurts. Closing down in the midst of pain is a denial of a man's true nature. A superior man is free in feeling and action, even amidst great pain and hurt. If necessary, a man should live with a hurting heart rather than a closed one. He should learn to stay in the wound of pain and act with spontaneous skill and love even from that place.
I don't know how much they have it.
I feel like it's very counter to our culture because kind of our culture kind of applauds the stoic man. So that's almost like a closed down man. And whereas here it's like you're free to feel and act. So almost like a real man is free to cry, which kind of makes sense, but it's not kind of our societal idea of a man.
I think there's a nuanced understanding to be determined with that. Is that this is still a man who takes responsibility, and you mean there's kind of the other side of like that's just like oh let's just act like wimps and cry and get emotional. But I think it's ideally what you want is to be able to feel emotions while still being the man and taking responsibility.
I think another part is like living with a hurting heart because it's like men aren't supposed to hurt either. But yeah, I like that part with taking responsibility. Okay, let's see what Data has to say. Imagine failing at a major project, lying to your woman and getting caught, or overhearing her joke about your shortcomings in bed. How do you react with your body, breath, and eyes? Notice if you react to a person or situation that hurts you by withdrawing, hiding, or closing in on yourself. Notice if there are times when you find it difficult to look into someone's eyes, or times your chest and solar plexus become tense and contracted. These are signs of an unskillful reaction to hurt. Contracted and closed in on yourself, you are unable to act. You are trapped in your own self protective tension, no longer a free man.
I agree with that. That's very natural to kind of pull in and kind of withdraw. It's very hard to kind of stay open.
I think this not only applies to men but women as well. And there's a lot of times I just automatically withdraw. And well, I guess for women it's about instead of being free, it's about being loving. And then once I withdraw, I'm no longer able to be loving. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the superior man practices opening during these times of automatic closure. Open the front of your body so your chest and solar plexus are not tense. Sit or stand up straight and full, opening the front of your body, softening your chest and belly, wide and free. Breathe down through your chest and solar plexus, deep into your belly. Look directly into the eyes of whomever you are with, feeling your own pain as well as feeling the other person. Only when the front of your body is relaxed and open, your breath full and deep, and your gaze unguarded and directly connected with another person's eyes, can your fullest intelligence manifest spontaneously in the situation. To act as a superior man, a samurai of relationship, you must feel the entire situation with your whole body. A closed body is unable to sense subtle cues and signals, and therefore unable to act with mastery in the situation. Short chapter.
Yep.
I mean, I can feel you moving and shifting, and I think it changed your energy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's good to bring consciousness and awareness to my body to just slouch over.
Yeah, or like a lot of times, I just feel like I'm carrying tension, even if I'm not conscious of it. So consciously relaxing that tension, I really like that part where it's like then you're able to feel the entire situation. Because when I'm tense, like I'm in my own really narrow world. When I'm relaxed, I can feel other people.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You have any other comments?
Do you feel tense when I say mean things to you?
That time, certainly. yeah, there's certainly initial pain, and I have to work through that and remember to stay open and kind of appreciate that and take it in.
I think the interesting thing about this chapter is that, like, being a free man isn't necessarily a man that's free from hurt or pain, but someone who is free to, I guess, act even when they're hurting. I don't know how to say it because that's that's kind of my old misperception because I wanted to be bulletproof and not feel any pain and like be free from pain that way. But then that just means I'm be a robot and not human. So now it's like even if you are hurt, there's still freedom.
I think it's just like a good musical piece has both highs and lows and sadness and happy parts. And same thing with the weather, that it shifts from stormy, lightning, and then it shifts to sunny and light and all that kind of stuff. And what we really want to be doing is living our lives going through those processes and not trying to lock it into it's only going to be spring or fall or summer from now on. You kind of have to go through the highs and lows and appreciate the pains and the hurts and stuff like that, as well as the good times.
Yeah. But I think it's just a natural human instinct to want to have like spring and summer all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We can call it good and move on to the next one.
No, I only want to do one chapter at a time, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around this freedom part because like what are like free to do what? Like in my head, it's like okay, free to continue serving my purpose, I guess. Because that's just kind of what came up. Because I originally thought freedom was freedom from like stress and pain, but now it's like you are free even in the midst of the stress and pain. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
Well, I think David talks about the free attention a lot, right? Or maybe it's other people of like going through the things, but also having that consciousness and that presence and being aware of awareness and being aware of what's going on and aware of your body and aware of the people around you and aware of the world. And it's very easy to get caught up into the game or into the pain or into the hurt or whatever it is and to lose that awareness. And I think that ultimate freedom comes from that awareness. Like he talks about how that is what most guys are chasing or looking to get is that consciousness, that freedom, that space. And they naturally think that getting like the amazing woman or being successful in business or being successful in sports will kind of achieve that ultimate freedom. But it's something to be had in the moment, in the present, just with your awareness, focused on awareness, kind of letting go of your attachments.
Okay, that makes sense to me with the freedom of consciousness. It reminds me of what he said in his book Wild Nights, where it's like you are in the room, but you're also out of the room. And you know that you're out of the room, but you're choosing to go into the room to engage. So it's like the observing ego. Like you can watch yourself being hurt, but you know that you're not in the hurt, but you can observe it from that free place, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like the video game analogy we used in the past of like your character is getting hurt, or you mean it could be fighting a dragon or something like that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be hurt at the same time. So you can kind of have that awareness that it's not necessarily this body isn't all I am. It's like I'm the attention that comes with it, um, and it's kind of like the body is more just kind of like a puppet or something like that. I'm controlling or doing whatever with, and but you can also get very attached into the video game and like actually feel like when your character gets hurt, that you get hurt as well. And so I think it's that difference in awareness and attention.
Thank you, my spiritual Trent. Namaste, everyone. This is Step and this is Trent.
Hello.